our child would be like the week between Christmas and New Year that like no one knows what to do with.
Yeah.
So we're like the parents of that child right now.
Get it off your chest, get him off your back. Get your compulsions back on track. Stick it to the strikes, tell him take a hike. Join your obsessive compulsive dykes.
Oh, I prefer your vibe.
Thanks.
I will say.
When I thought we were going all out, I thought it was like all out Christmas sparkles.
I felt like I was more like, you know, you take home your girlfriend for the first time and they like need to be okay with the fact that you're gay, maybe.
Yeah, so you're like so wholesome.
I'm
like,
really wholesome and I'm like, I'm just like a regular guy.
I wear jeans and a jumper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to nod along with everything.
Yeah.
Like I am now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Then I used to do like loads of microaggressions and I'm going to go like... And then like the drunk cousin is going to lean over and be like, doesn't it bother you? And she's like American for some reason.
We're all American.
And I'm like, no, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And really the audience like start to just feel like, why don't you just stand up for yourself?
Yeah.
And then maybe it turns into like a horror movie and you murder everyone.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas time is here.
Oh, right. Yeah. We should have agreed on the carol.
Oh, I think it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Da-ba-da-da.
So low.
Everywhere you go. Da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da.
Surprise! Welcome to the Christmas episode.
It's Christmas, gang. Do you think we were going to leave you hanging
Here
in
you
this
go.
cozy, lovely time?
It's 5 a.m. on Christmas Eve. I hope that your Christmas is going well, but just in case it isn't, we thought we would give you something to open early.
Yes. Or right on time if you are from anywhere in Europe, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is today is Christmas.
Today
And
is
what
Christmas.
is tomorrow for you?
Tomorrow
Boxing Day.
is if you go to church, you will go to church really early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And like every year some of my family goes to church in the morning and every year I'm like, do you know what? Maybe I'll go.
Yeah.
And every year I don't. I have
that.
like a fair few times in between the years.
Mm-hmm.
Between the years.
Between the years. That's a book by Virginia Woolf.
Is it?
Between-
Oh God, she follows me everywhere.
Oh wait, no, it's Between the Acts. Sorry.
Oh,
she does have
right.
one called The Years as well.
She has
Oh
a
my
really
God.
good quote that goes like this.
Oh, this is not the first time we've had this, and I love it. So,
Nothing thicker than a knife's blade separates happiness from melancholy.
I think it was like 3 weeks ago we had that.
Listen, I think it was season 1. Right in.
It was super season 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm happy to be spending Christmas with the family.
Yeah, me too. It's so nice.
It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right.
It really wouldn't be.
And also, we couldn't have just had the end of 2024 with no like celebration. Sorry, we invented this podcast this year.
I know. That is mind-bending. That is actually wild. I feel like we've been doing this since we were teenagers.
Literally, I
You
feel like
know?
it's our life's work,
Yeah,
our
it
legacy.
is.
We've had the whole of season 1, a big break, the whole of season 2. We've had celebrity guests. We've had a whole new studio. We've got amazing equipment. We've got
our personal journeys, I
got
think.
Como.
We've got Como. We've got, huge thing.
That's like should have been number 1 on the sorry, Como.
And also we've had huge personal growth, I will say. At the beginning of this year, I was meditating, I was doing gratitude lists, I was doing affirmations. Now, I don't do any of that.
Huge growth in the wrong
Now,
direction.
I'm raw dogging it. At the end of this year, I thought, let me raw dog life. Let's try again in 2025.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
I saw a post that said, like 3 months ago, that said, start now all the habits you want to have in January. Because it's like, in January, you really think you're going to stick to it. You're cold, miserable, sad, everything. So start now, and they're going to be easily already your habits in January.
You know, a quote I always think about is, in a year's time, you'll be happy you started today.
So good.
I always think about that.
Yeah.
And then I always start new projects that I will not finish.
Yeah, you will not maintain. The only reason this pod is still going is because there are 2 of us and now 3. Like,
Yeah.
we've snowballed each other.
Yeah.
If only one of us was in charge of this, there's no way any of it would have happened.
No. I need the looming, like, people-pleasing pressure thing whenever I'm like, realistically, if it didn't air on time because I didn't edit it on time, that wouldn't be the end of the world. But to me, it is,
And to all of us.
Yeah, so
We
I
all have
need
those
that
things.
pressure when I sit there and edit. I need to know that, like, everyone's counting on you, Anna. Everyone's relying
These
on
4
you.
hours are separating you and the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
What is your favourite Christmas memory, Megs?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what, actually? My favourite Christmas memory that comes to my head first is when for a few times I've gone away for Christmas just because it's been, like, nice for the time or whatever it is, or I've wanted to be somewhere where it's snowing. And then many years ago, I went to Finland for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we went, like, northern Finland, and we got this little chalet, and it was in the middle of a golf course. So the chalet is this beautiful, classic, like, wood-burning stove. It has a sauna in it somehow because, like,
Of
I
course.
guess that's, like, a Finnish thing. That, like,
It's a whole Scandi thing, but yeah, mainly Finnish.
I love it so much. And then because it was in this golf course, it wasn't used because it was winter and people weren't playing golf. It was like fields and fields of snow. Like, you wouldn't have known it was a golf course. You're just like, I'm in a winter wonderland. I'm in a gingerbread house. Barely anyone was around. Like, it was like walking distance to the Dead Sea where there was just like black ice floating. I was like, this is crazy. And the Airbnb person put up like a little Christmas tree so that when we arrived, it was a whole little Christmas scene there. And we had Christmas there, like, put our little presents under there. And then I made these, like, dried tangerine slices, and we went out onto, like, the fir trees and put the decorations on the fir trees.
Wow. Who were you with?
We've never talked about her, one of my exes.
Oh,
But she doesn't have a nickname.
I was gonna ask if you have ever celebrated Christmas with a partner.
Oh, yeah. I've done that many times.
Really?
I'm a lover girl.
Yeah, I've always been a lover boy, but I've never committed to the Christmas thing.
Yep.
Because I have such a, like, I couldn't go away for Christmas because my Christmas tradition is so set in stone.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so specific.
Okay, I wanna hear
and it's
it.
always the same, and I love it
Yeah.
to death.
Absolutely. Talk me through.
So essentially, we all rock up at my grandparents' house. When the night before, we put, what's it called in English? You put little
Oats and glitter.
No, you put little, like, on your Christmas gifts, you put these like stamps with, like, wax.
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah, like,
And then you stamp them.
Yeah, there's this, lac is now bringing something to my mind. It's not like, I think, is it called lacquer or like wax?
Yeah,
that you do it
lacquer,
with? Yeah.
because it's not actually wax, because it hardens. So we put lacquer on the gifts the night before.
And this is on the 22nd. So you did this
23rd, 23rd.
Oh, so this is all on the day.
No, we celebrate on the 24th, babe. You guys celebrate on the 25th.
Yeah, sorry. So this is
That's okay.
yesterday that you did this. The lacquer on the 23rd
Yeah,
of
this
December.
was yesterday.
It's done.
Exactly.
It's drying as we speak.
It is drying as we speak. When we wake up, we always have a tradition that you get given, like, it doesn't matter how old we get, right? Like, the adults, which is our mums,
Yeah.
because there are 3 sisters on my mum's part of the family, they put gifts underneath our beds, like a small little either stocking, but that's like when an American came into our family and like brought that concept because it's a very like Anglo-Saxon, I feel like, thing.
Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo, sure. Or they're just loose there.
Right, just vibing.
Yeah. And then you wake up, you open your gifts, you hang about, you go out and do a activity because hopefully there is snow.
I love that you can hope that there will be snow. Not like imagine that in some world that there may be snow, like 1 in 100 chance.
No, for sure. I've had snow more than I've not had snow.
Ugh. That feels like my childhood in England, but then maybe I'm just remembering the snowy years.
Yeah, or maybe global warming is real. I don't know.
Ooh,
controversial opinion.
That could be it.
Yeah.
I don't want to really put my things in either side. You know?
No, for
just
sure.
fucking kidding. Obviously, global warming is real. Ah!
Then we watched Donald Duck. Now, here's a weird Swedish tradition. At 3 p.m, there airs a, like, Disney cut together thing, which is, like, really old Christmas from, like, the oldest ones are from the 80s, I want to say. They've just cut together this little segment of old Disney things.
And this is, like,
that
nationwide.
Nationwide at 3 p.m. Everybody watches this.
That's iconic. It's so much better than the Queen's speech.
Yeah, it's such a thing. Everybody sits and watches this. And why you watch this, usually Grandad, but it's been other people through the years. It's been me. Well, obviously it's Santa Claus, but, I've, taken on the spirit, if you will.
Got it.
Goes and does something in the outhouse, I want to say, but that's the shitter, not an outhouse.
Like
in the
shed.
in the shed. And then, once Donald Duck is over, somebody goes to the window and they see a little light swinging coming towards the house. And then we go down and open, and then we all stand and look out and say,
it Father
come
Christmas holding the
in,
lantern?
come in. Yeah, come in, Father Christmas, come in.
In
we all
Swedish,
stand
please?
there. Kom då tomten, kom in, välkommen. And then Santa Claus comes in, hands out some gifts. It's usually, when it was my granddad, he would just do because I'm eighth part Russian, so my Tolstoy gives it away. It's a bit Russian, so then my granddad would do up a Russian accent and be like, could I have some vodka, please? I need before I can give. And just be inappropriate, and then hand out gifts to us, and everybody would have one gift each, and then after that we'd have a break. Then we'd have our traditional Christmas dinner, which is miniature sausages and seal, pickled herring and stuff, our traditional spread that we repeat for Easter and Midsummer and Christmas. And then after that we have the giving of gifts to each other, which starts very civilized. We all sit in the sitting room.
I love the sitting room.
And everybody, listens as somebody goes, and this is my gift to grandma. And then it just turns into chaos quite quickly. And then everybody starts just eating sweets, and everybody's going crazy, and the dogs are running around and eating things, and everyone's just like, rah, 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 rah. And then exactly, then you watch a Christmas film, and then we go to bed, and then you wake up and you go to church.
Go to church. Well, you don't. Maybe.
No, I
50%.
don't. Well, yeah, and my mum sometimes does, but my mum's faith is an interesting one. At one point in time, she was like, I think I'm going to become a priest, and I was like, what? I was like, Mum, you're not. I'm not even sure you're religious. And she was like, I'm religious. I've always been religious. And then fast forward 4 years, she's like, I'm an atheist. I never said that. And I'm like, I swear you told me you were going to become a priest. I even have proof. I filmed you saying it. And she was like, I would have never said that. I'm barely religious, Anna. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
So, take that information, do what you will with how I function, my psyche,
Yeah. Gosh, I'm so glad you have proof.
Yeah.
I'd be so cross if I was just I've got nothing. But I swear to God you said it.
Yeah. Anyways, that is my Christmas. And I never want it to change. Of course, it does change with time because people age, people aren't alive forever, and those kinds of things. But
is this the sort of thing that do any of your generation have kids yet? Your auntie's children?
That took me so long to figure out. That was insane. No, my generation doesn't have kids yet.
So if and when yous all have kids, your auntie's kids and your siblings, then will they come along and join that Christmas too? Or
yes, of course they will.
Okay, there's no doubt. There's no. What if somebody said oh, we're actually going to do Christmas at ours this year?
If they did, then it's going to be, a whole thing, and people are going to gossip behind their backs, and then I'm sure they'll come back and, we'll resolve it. It's very TV drama, our family.
Got it. Love that for you.
In the best way. Everybody loves each other very much. But it's sometimes when there's a little bit of drama, it's a little bit of going on. Yeah.
I do love that.
Yeah.
It's wrong, but gossiping is life.
Yes, and have we not gone through this before when we said the thing about how gossiping was spinned to be a bad thing because
it was
men didn't want women to communicate.
Yes, it was it was what do you call it? Billed as this shameful act.
Yeah,
and actually it's very natural to talk about what's happening.
Yeah,
and if the people around you are the ones that have emotional intelligence and they are not cis men, then Kelsey Prees.
Yeah,
they're not going to be in on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's gayer? Making somebody a homemade gift or taking your partner home for Christmas when you've been together less than 6 months?
I think what is gayer
And when I say gayer, I mean queerer, more lesbian, sapphic, flinter vibes.
For sure. I mean, I think, oh God, this is like, which stereotype is gayer? Is it the U-Haul lesbian or is it the like arts and crafts lesbian?
If that's how you want to take it.
I don't know. What would I think was the gayer thing of me to do? I mean, I feel like I just like making personalized gift to everyone anyways. Like maybe not homemade, but I will like add a little poem as a descriptor to the gift. Maybe I'll like cute. Special order a cup that says something specific with like a picture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
learned that this year when I got a Moonpig card from you.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, it's super serious.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Then I got you a Moonpig card. I don't know if I've ever gotten someone a why can't I say it? Moonpig card before.
Yeah.
Really cute.
And also, hot tip. I mean, I know it's a bit late because, you know, if
it's Christmas tomorrow.
It's Christmas tomorrow.
Or today.
But if you are getting people late Christmas gifts, personalized ones are such a shout.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it doesn't really, not that I don't care, I don't put care and consideration into everything that I give people, but sometimes it's easier to do that when it's like a birthday and Christmas, when you have to like churn out like mass production. Do you know what I mean? At least in my family, because I've got OCD famously. So
so I've heard.
Yeah. So I always want to give every single person a gift, and I stress out about not being like, when I was, not kidding you, like 9 years old, I would make sure to get a gift to like my aunt's like boyfriend. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like it was always.
I actually feel like, looking back on my life, I feel the same.
Yeah.
Because it's like you just want to make sure everything's covered, like everyone feels happy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the weight of everything on you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What does that say about us?
I couldn't tell you. And it's so stressful. Like I think it's happened like 1 or 2 years maybe that I haven't gotten everyone a gift. A gift. But then I've made it so clear that like I am having a meant to be and there is no way I could have done this.
Got it.
It's been like when I've been in like financial trouble, breakups, or like something's been horrible. And then I've really made sure that like my mum has told everyone, and I've probably done. I think one of my first years in England was one of these Christmases.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to come back empty-handed. So I think I wrote like a little small mini card saying Merry Christmas to every person, and bought like, it was also because I was ill and I had to isolate for COVID for 10 days. And then I could only fly home on Christmas Eve, which is the day when we celebrate. So I was like, guys, I didn't have time to buy anything. And now I've had to be inside for 10 days. And now I'm flying home on Christmas Eve. So what I did was I like Uber Eats delivered like a pack of shortbread for each and every person, and then wrote a little card. That's how seriously I take this.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's almost to the point like where it like goes from funny to being sad again. I am
for sure.
I'm so sorry you feel that.
Yeah. I think it's eased up a little bit later on though, because I'm like, nobody cares.
Yes, I think like being an adult is realizing nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And like someone would rather just like have something small and like they can eat, rather than like some like thing they don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. And the only person I think that would actually be pretty sad if I didn't get them anything is my mother.
Yeah.
You know?
I hard relate.
Yeah.
I can't even get into that. What's the worst Christmas present you've ever had? And you don't have to say who it was from.
Oh my God. Give me a couple of seconds to think about this.
While you're thinking, I'm going to tell you mine.
Okay.
I got given a mirror in the shape of a heart that has like frosted over the whole mirror, like that frosted effect. And then the only thing that was unfrosted was love written in cursive. And it had a white ribbon attached in 2 holes so you could hang it on the wall.
How old were you when you got this?
20.
No. No, I was like, okay, somebody got this from a flea market and it was another 12-year-old and you were also 12.
That would have been okay.
Yeah.
I would have just been so touched to get a gift by my friend when I was 12.
Yeah.
But I promise you that came from somebody who it shouldn't have come from.
They clearly did not love you. Jesus Christ.
And as well, if that's your bag, then feel free to just jump off the face of the earth. But for everyone who has taste, it's not acceptable. It isn't. There's no one should like a heart mirror that's completely unfunctional because you can't see in it. It's frosted over and you can only hang it up on the wall. Okay, right, hear me out here. Queer me out, if you will, but this isn't my official queer me out for the episode. I fucking hate ornaments.
I agree. It's weird because it's like when you get an ornament, you're like, where is this going to go? I think that's my least favorite thing about Christmas because I love like creams, crams, trinket stuff. I don't really like. I love when I see them and they're cute and I'm like, oh, but then when I have to do something with it.
Yeah, that's now a task.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't really fit in anywhere in my life.
Literally.
You are just another piece of materialism that I can't be fucked with.
And I resent. And it's not only the task of finding the place, every week you have to dust that.
You have to dust your ornaments?
Yeah. Well, number one, I don't have any ornaments. I have plants, which I don't think count. But I dust my plant pots, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not dust things? Oh my God, exposed. Exposed!
I wipe surfaces.
Yeah, like...
Is that the same thing as
I
dusting?
wipe a surface with like a damp cloth and a duster spray. Or like, but if you do something else...
Yes, I do that, of course.
Okay, well, what the fuck?
I don't know why, but I thought you had one of these like big furry things and that you were walking around in your house going da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, like in like some kind of like skimpy dress.
Yeah. And I was like, no.
No, I don't. But I mean, that could work. But then to me, that's just getting more dust everywhere.
Well, it's moving the dust from the thing to the floor and then presumably later on you'll hoover.
Yeah. But then it's not just the floor, it's the air. So the air's just going to get all dusty and then it settles back down.
Yeah, and then you breathe it in and there it's gone. Magic.
Great, brilliant. Now I've fucking ingested it. Anyway, don't get
Well, you live in London, babe, so you've had worse.
I knew. I blew my nose the other day and it was grey than ever and I thought I've got to get out of this fucking place. As you're listening to this, I'm in North Yorkshire, breathing fresh, clean air.
Yeah.
It's actually my closing day of my show today.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a run.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, I've had so much.
But yeah, so I'm going to be driving home for Christmas.
Oh, God, I just love that. I love a Christmas film.
Yeah.
Especially a bad one. Like a bad have you seen one of these bad lesbian Christmas films? Now, we are going to get into a lesbian Christmas film.
Yeah.
But I happen to feel differently about that one.
Yes, of course.
But I've seen so many insanely bad Christmas, like Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
But lesbian.
I didn't know there really were Hallmark lesbian movies.
There are, but they are so insanely bad and niche and hard to find.
Ooh.
But they're like randomly pop up on Netflix. Like there was like I just really enjoy it. But also all bad Christmas films. I have a couple that I watch every year.
There's the classic new Netflix series of films, right? Like the Princess Swap.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it the Princess Switch?
Yeah. The Princess Switch.
Switch.
Yeah, the Princess Switch up. And then the Princess Switch up.
So there's all these. So that's like a new classic.
She's switching it up. She is not a top. She's not a bottom. She's a motherfucking.
Switch.
She's not a pillow princess. She's a princess switch. Got her in the end.
There's that. Totally fine. Maybe she will one day. There's those, and then there's that other. There's another one that's like also every year. There's something. It's like the holiday gift or something. I can't remember.
I actually.
Christmas Prince. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I actually have not been a big fan of these ones. I like more niche, more low budget, more like I have no idea who this bitch is kind of actors.
I'm trying to be
like
in one
me.
of those.
And it's just really enjoyable. But I watched one that's called A Really Cool Christmas that I bought on DVD when I was a kid, and I watch it every single year. And is
it a lesbian film?
No. This is a straight one, but it's just like a really random film to watch every year because it's about like it's so unknown. I can't stress this enough, and it's about a girl that is like super spoiled and has nightmares about getting shoes that are Zikes instead of Nikes.
Oh my God.
And then she's like, Zikes, and then they like spin the camera and she wakes up and she's like, thank God that was a dream. And then it's like a cool Christmas. And then she finds Santa Claus and she gives him a makeover, helps him lose weight, gets him a spray tan, cuts his hair, and then it's like, and now Miss Claus is gonna love you again.
And but don't spoil it. I was gonna say, and does she? But I can't wait to watch that.
No, I can't wait to show you this.
Oh, brilliant. We should do a Friendsmas.
Yes, yes, a bit late.
A bit late.
Yeah.
Maybe
let's do this again. We did a Friendsmas this year, wasn't that great?
Oh. No, because Friendsmas to me, let's do it in like a week's time in that dead zone where our kid lives.
Oh yes.
Between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do a Friendsmas. My worst gift that I ever received.
Thank you.
It wasn't bad because the gift was bad. What came to mind is something very different, but I'm going to share it anyway. It was bad because of how I received it.
Oh my God.
When I received it. So I was going to receive it like in between, in that dead space, because like I said, I've never had a partner on Christmas. However, when I was 17, I had my first boyfriend, right?
Brilliant.
And maybe I was 18 at this point. Irrelevant.
We had been together.
We had been together for like a year and a bit at this point. We've been together for quite a while. Quite a while, considering I'm like 17, 18.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking, so you have had a partner on Christmas. This is it.
Well, no, I've had several partners during that time of year.
Oh.
But we've always celebrated Christmas separately. Because I've never been, neither of us, neither me or whoever the partner I've had has wanted to give up our personal Christmas traditions. But I'm seeing my first boyfriend in our child's week. So in between Christmas
in a few days, you're seeing your first boyfriend.
Yeah. So no. This is 2014 or some shit like that. 10 years ago. Yeah. And then 2015. I
knew you were going to do that because I also did the math
I was like 2015, I think probably 2015, 2016. Anyways, so I'm seeing him then, and we're going to see a play with my family. Great. So he's joining my entire family. My grandparents are there, my mum's there, but this is nothing new. He's met everyone before, because we've been together for over a year. So we're going to see a play. It's between New Year's and Christmas. Obviously, me and my boyfriend are going to celebrate New Year's together with our mutual friends at our friend's house.
Great.
However, for the last month or so, I've been wanting to break up with my boyfriend.
Oh, God!
Yeah. So when we're at the play, I've been debating this, and I've also spoken to the friend who we're going to spend New Year's at, whose house we're going to spend New Year's at, like the couple of days before, and been like, I think I have to break up with him, like it's time. And my friend, in his own interest, because he doesn't want New Year's to be fucked, he's like, Anna, do you want to just like wait to the New Year, just like see how you feel? I was like, yeah, maybe you're right. But then when we're at the play, I find myself super agitated. Probably this was before I realized I had PMDD, so I probably was also PMSing. Yeah. And I was just super agitated with him, and he was being really nice, and it just made it all worse. And I was like, oh God. And after the play, I was like, do you want to go for a walk? And then we walked through the streets of Stockholm, and I broke up with him, right? Day after, I'm 17, 18. Don't
worry, we're not blaming you.
I'm changing my mind, yeah?
Oh,
I'm texting him, I'm saying this is a horrible mistake, but also because I'm experiencing a breakup for the first time in my entire life. Yeah. And also the weight of my decision.
Yes, it's your decision.
And I'm also an insanely sentimental person. So straight away, all our good memories come rushing back. I'm changing my mind. I'm like, I hate this. And he's like, can I have a couple of days to think about this? Yeah. Which is fair enough. Like, I just broke up with him.
And now you're begging for him back.
Yeah. So I spend New Year's at my grandparents' house. He spends it with our friend.
At the party?
Yes. Because I didn't want to go. I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was in such despair that I was like consistently watching some show. And then whenever I paused it, I started crying. Like, I was like, I did not handle this breakup well at all. Then he says, after a couple of days into the new year, he says yes to getting back together with me.
Okay. I want to say congratulations, but I know how the end of the story ends. So not congratulations.
Yeah. And I'm like, yay, everything's fine. I go to his house, and then he's like, I have your Christmas gift, but I also kind of don't want to give it to you because, you know, the day you broke up to me, I had brought it with me to give to you. So it was in my bag when you broke up with me. And then I went home and I had to unpack my bag and unpack the wrapped gift for you that you never got the chance to receive because you broke up with me before I had the chance to give it to you. And I was like, oh my God. And I convinced him to give it to me.
Yeah, I want the fucking gift. I'd be like, unwrap it now.
So then he proceeds to go in to get the thing, and then he comes into the living room, and I feel something on my arm. I've been shot with a soft air gun on my arm because I've been begging him to, like, I'd said that that's all I want for Christmas because he had one, and we used to be irresponsible kids who would have fights with soft air guns.
Not a Nerf gun.
I guess. I don't know what that is.
I don't know, it might be the same.
Soft air guns are like, you know, if you get it in the eye, you're blind. Oh. They're like, they're not, it's what you put, like, if you go to like a shooting place, like it's
like little metal things that go in it.
They're like hard plastic, and then they go out with air pressure and go like, so like you will have a bruise if you get hit by one.
Like almost like a paintball, but not paint.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like hard plastic.
Yeah, this is like
like thinking back on it, it was insane. It is an air rifle, but it's a gun.
Yeah, but not like an air pistol. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know. It was like thinking back on it, I'm like, that was weird that we did that.
Also, I love that we're like, sorry, I totally interrupted you.
No, please go.
I was going to say, I love that like when we're 18, like I remember being like, I'm such a fucking adult. I've been an adult for years.
I know.
I really want a fucking air pistol for Christmas, okay?
Yeah. And then he goes in and he's obviously bought me one, and he's also bought me a t-shirt, which was like, because I always complained that because I always wanted like a specific soft one t-shirt when I stayed at his house to sleep in, and then he'd like got me a nice t-shirt. It was such a nice gift, and I felt so bad. But then again, it was the first time he's bought me a nice gift, because I always got him such nice personal gifts, and he always got me like shit. Like I never wore jewelry on my birthday. He was like, got me like a bracelet, and I was like, thanks.
Was it a Pandora bracelet?
It actually wasn't. That and like some body gel or something, and he was like, yeah, I brought like a girl that we knew, I'm gonna have to beep that name, along with me to like, you know, get tips on what to get you. But then in the end, I just knew what I needed to get to you myself. And this was like a week late after my birthday, and it was the least me thing I've ever had in my life, because I'd never wore jewelry or anything, and I did not care about any of that.
You were 18 and gay. You didn't want body gel and jewelry.
I was literally like, what the fuck?
That's so
this
disappointing.
idiot does not know me. For his birthday, I threw him a surprise birthday party. I created a mascot because he had like a really niche Instagram name that had to do with like two little things. So I created a mascot that was for the Instagram name. What? I bought a beer that was brewed in the place where his family was from, and I got like loads of little trinkets, and I wrote a whole poem mentioning every single thing that I'd bought to him in the poem. And then I also took him out for like £100 meal, which was a huge deal for me at that point.
I mean, it's a huge deal now even.
And I threw him a surprise birthday party.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so realistically, now you have the backstory, guys. Realistically, it was like that. Yeah, a bit too late now that it's the end of a relationship. Now you start caring about whatever.
There's nothing to actually prove.
No,
that he didn't go and buy those things after you broke up.
Yeah, and he just like made it a sad story that he had like had to unpack it when I broke up with him.
Trust no one.
Yeah. Anyways, and that weekend was beautiful, but then I broke up with him again, obviously, because I was like, oh no, there was a reason I did this in the first place. Oh right, and I broke up with him again.
But you still kept the gifts.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Of course. And then I of course asked for him back again.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
then he told me,
switch again.
Yeah. And he said, you've broken up with me twice, bitch. You're going to do it again. I'm not getting back with you this time, which was fair enough.
And you would have done. And we could still be in that cycle now.
100% would have done. Oh my fucking God. That would have been hell. We should get to discussing.
Clit screen.
Yeah.
We watched. What's it called?
Happiest season.
Happiest season.
Oh my god!
I think it's obviously a top for both of us, right?
Yeah, top. Like, we know it's obviously like
shit.
So problematic.
Yeah, of course. It's like, it is like largely terrible.
Yeah.
But it's just the best of a bad bunch.
Yeah.
And like the Bad Bunch is rom-com Hallmark Christmas films. So like we know they're all shit, but in the same way we all loved Love Actually, and like it is probably one of the most problematic films. I still like, I can't let go of it.
No.
Then Happiest Season is like probably going to be that in like 10 years.
Yeah. It already is for me, to be honest. This year hasn't been as crazy, but last year I genuinely watched it at least 5 times leading up to Christmas.
Nice.
It became like a comfort film to me in a way.
Yes.
It's like, I just want to hang out with the Christmassy lesbians, you know?
Yes.
That's all I want.
And it has fucking Aubrey Plaza in it, who you love.
Yes. I mean, I wish I could have changed the ending, and I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, I reckon all of you have already watched it, but yeah.
The whole world thinks.
Yeah, the whole world fucking agrees.
Yeah.
Like, they should have gotten together.
Yeah, spoilers. But
No,
yes,
but, like,
it's
hello.
unbelievable. Come on. Even the chemistry in the actual film.
And also the insane shit that this bitch puts her through. Like, it's crazy.
Harper, right?
Yeah. The whole thing at the bar, like...
And then, sorry, but the boyfriend, it's all too much. It's like nobody, well, I say no man would like be coming on that strong if you weren't giving him anything, but I actually
she was giving him loads though.
Yeah, she was giving him too much in my opinion.
She was giving him, and she was being like, stop. She was flirting to such an insane degree in front of her girlfriend.
Who she knows is going to be upset because she fucking bait and switched her into the car to come to this fucking holiday.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you would think, like, okay, I'm going to go above and beyond to make sure you're okay because you are my priority in this situation.
Yeah. You know, I just sat here and got shivers thinking about when she really flippantly goes up and says, Hopper, it's done. And just leaves.
Oh, it's done, it's over.
Oh, God, it's so cold. It's so hot.
It's perfect. It's how we all wish we could be.
Yeah.
But really, we would be like...
Oh, I've had that happen to me from somebody though.
Have you?
Yeah, and let me tell you, it's the worst feeling in the fucking world.
Oh!
Like your heart just drops. No, the story, it just went crazy after that. And I'm not sure how much I'm comfortable sharing, but totally I was sat in a restaurant and somebody dumped me and just was like switched to cold in 2 seconds. In that moment, I think it's a very complicated situation, so I'm not like any want to be pointing fingers anyways. But I think in that moment, I think I was out of line. Yeah. And it made sense for them to switch like that.
But devastating.
But God, was it insane to receive. Like, I don't think my brain could compute the like, oh, I fucked up kind of like feeling. So I understand Harper in that moment, but I hate her as well. Yeah. You know?
Fuck. It's got, do you know what? Not my favourite thing about the film, but one of my favourite things about the film is the fucking best friend, the editor, not the editor,
oh my God,
the writing agent.
He's so fucking funny.
He's so good.
Oh, there are so many iconic lines in there.
If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's just like a feel-good film.
Yeah.
Don't take it too seriously.
No.
Just enjoy your Christmas life. In fact, put it on right now when you finish the pod.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful in the beginning when they're walking and they're making out. And it's just like, ugh. I love a gas station moment as well. I love gas stations.
When's the gas station? Oh, well, when she's
in the end. Yeah. I mean, I don't love that moment in particular because I'm like, okay. Yeah. But I just love... I don't know. I think I have a safety thing around gas stations. Like, they make me feel safe. Christmas hood watch.
Christmas hood watch, everyone. You heard it here first. That's trademarked.
Christmas hood watch.
You can't take it.
I can't believe we've not done anything about the hood. Sorry.
The clitoral hood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've not like somehow integrated that into this.
Well, let's just say it's always been in Gayborhood watch.
Yeah, it's always been, and if you've not clocked that,
we always meant
we literally always meant that.
So
yeah,
it's actually your lack of ingenuity.
Yeah, it actually is.
And imagination. If you didn't. Already.
Yeah, if you didn't get that. I've been seeing somebody who is a person that makes executive decisions.
Oh my God.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, she literally texted me the other day and went like, okay, does this day work for you? I was like, yeah, great. And she was like, right, I've made the executive decision to book this thing, so we're going to be doing this. And I was just like, oh my God. You just fixed it. You just fixed it.
Yeah,
You just decided and you just went for it.
Nothing sexier.
No.
Is this... We have a nickname for this person, right?
No, this is a new addition.
Oh my God.
It's so nice to just be like, oh, somebody who's not like, what do you want to do? Do you maybe want to meet there or do this? Would you like to see something? Should we go for a coffee? Should we go for a drink? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I don't fucking know. I know that my energy says that I want to decide everything, but actually what my energy means is that I don't want to have to take control all the time. And I only do because I feel like I have to. So if you show me that you can, I will be so happy to relinquish.
100% agree.
Yeah.
I just remembered something.
Yeah.
Guess who I saw the other day? I was in the airport. I had gone through security, gone through everything. I was just sniffing perfumes.
God, I forgot that you've just been away. Yeah. In Yorkshire.
I was in jet setting. I was in the airport with the vegan, with the runner, and with somebody who we haven't given a nickname to yet. There were 4 of us. Oh, actually, no, we hadn't all met at the airport. It was
did you go to Romania to go to the spa? Was that why you went to Romania?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Long story short, we went to Bucharest in Romania to go to Thermo, the spa, and it was great. And the spa is £29 for the entire day, and they have water slides, sauna, spa, like as in steam room. Like we did a free scrub. Well, it's obviously not free because you paid to be there for the day, but a scrub, infrared beds, many swimming pools, like swim up bars, inside, outside pools, garden, restaurants everywhere.
Yeah.
Showers,
Crazy.
Obviously. Toilets, sinks,
Yeah.
floors, and windows.
Yeah. Air, staff, possibly.
Yeah, staff. Do you know what they
People?
didn't have?
Robes.
Free water.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? You're spending all day. The spa is open from 9 a.m. till midnight. There's no water fountains.
I mean, they sell water, presumably.
Yeah, for £2, basically.
Yeah.
But we just like got a bottle for £2, and then certain restaurants, like one person there would be happy to fill out for you.
Yeah.
But we would have spent like £15 on water had we not had that.
I guess that's like, purchases within a free game.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
But it feels like I'd rather than be like, you have to pay extra to go into this exclusive steam room.
For sure, but people have to drink water.
I
so
know.
they are more likely to make money that
Yeah,
way.
that's true. But they're selling alcohol.
I'm sure,
well.
yeah.
So like it's like in their interest, surely, to have people not drunk. I don't know. I feel like it should be a human right to water in a space you've paid to be in.
I think you live in a country where drinking water comes from the tap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I drank the tap water there in my Airbnb.
Oh, right. Well,
I'm still fine.
I don't have the answers for you, babe, unfortunately, on this one.
Anyway, guess who I saw in the airport? I was sniffing perfumes. I'd put on a brown sparkly lip gloss.
Jojo Siwa.
No, base.
No way!
Yes!
That's crazy!
How crazy is
that? Oh
that?
my God! Have a nice life. I am actually. I was just at a
the
spa.
airport.
I was
Yeah.
just.
And it was on the way there as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said fucking nothing. I hid amongst the shelves and they walked past.
No! Why?
Because I was with the vegan and the
I
runner.
know.
I literally, I grabbed them and I said, "That's base."
Oh
They were both
my
like,
God.
where? We saw them walking through there, like head down, like carrying like one bag, like didn't even look up. As in, it would have been like, if I had to get their attention, I'd have to walk into their path and say their name. So it would have been like, if I had run into them, I'd have been like, lol, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking in on the life you wished I'd had a good one of.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was
Oh
I
my
supposed
God,
to do?
that is wild. I can't help because of who I am to feel like that.
You have to say something.
Yeah, and that was somehow serendipitous. Like, I can't see somebody who
Oh my God, you're really going somewhere.
because I'm pretty sure, like, whenever I see somebody who I know somehow, I'm like, why are you coming into my sphere if it's not like, I mean, I guess coincidence is a thing, but I've not decided if I believe in it yet.
Fair enough.
So a part of me is like, that was meant to happen. But then again, that could also be meant to happen just for you to like...
For me to step back.
Yeah, for some reason. Or for you to like remember them for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to... They don't have to be in your path because you need to speak to them. Maybe you just needed to see them and like, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've bumped into plenty of people that I don't want to speak to necessarily.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was literally like, of all the places, why are you at Stansted right now?
Yeah, of all the people.
Literally, and to have walked through it the exact second, I was like looking around. Like so minutes of that time, I had my nose in like the perfume things.
Yeah.
Then I turn around this one and I see them there. Like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was like the Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But I just let it go.
Oh, I wish they would have bumped into you and you were there with your hot partner and you were just like, hey, this is my partner. So nice to see you. Where are you heading? And then you're like, oh, you're heading to some really boring place to do some really boring things?
Yeah.
I'm heading to this really fun, sexy, hot place with my fun, sexy, hot company. Anyways, have a nice life.
Anyway, I wish I'd done that.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so much better.
That would have been really good.
If only we'd bumped into each other.
Yeah. Do you know what? It might just happen again in order for you to do this.
Yeah, let's all manifest. Christmas Eve wish, everyone.
Yeah. If you wish upon a star, which you will wish this.
Yeah, and I can't say it out loud because if I say it won't be true.
Exactly.
So we all know what we're wishing for.
Yeah.
Great.
But you also don't.
But yeah, but it's also your free will. You can do what you want with your own wish. Okay.
I just wanted to say gingerbread cookies or shortbread.
Shortbread. Literally instant decision.
Okay.
Shortbread is buttery, crumbly, like tastes like something really nice, soft, like you can have chocolate with it and it's brilliant. Gingerbread, often like either a bit burnt or like a bit strange or like too hard, like dry, and also like love the taste, but it is like just spice and then icing on top which tastes of nothing. If you put chocolate on that, it's way too rich.
Chocolate? Who the fuck does that?
We can do it with shortbread, so.
Oh. Well, you've not tasted Swedish gingerbread.
Okay.
We make gingerbread houses a lot and we do a lot of gingerbread. We bake gingerbread cookies all the time. We have a specific brand called Anna's, actually, gingerbread. They sell it randomly here in some places.
Anna's.
I'll give you something. Anna's.
Oh, Anna's.
Mine.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Anna's.
That's exactly what I thought you said.
Yeah. And my brilliant grandfather taught me something to make it buttery.
Oh.
You just take two of them, you put fucking thick layer of butter in between, you smack this motherfucker together, and you've got a sandwich, baby.
Is it like thin, crunchy biscuits?
Yeah. And then you just put some butter in between. It's so fucking good. I recommend it highly.
Okay.
It's insane.
I'd be happy to have you like prepare some.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
We'll do that at Friendsmas in 4 days.
Yes, perfect.
Great.
Also, saffron buns. We got something called lussekatt, which we make, which is like saffron dough, a specific one that we put into a little shape, a little infinity shape, and then you put 2 raisins on the top. Some people put raisins in the dough, but those people are psychopaths, and you don't do that.
Right.
And you just put the 2 ones for decoration if you want to, and then you pull them off when you eat it because you don't like that. Nobody wants that.
I don't want fruit in a dessert, and we know this.
Yeah, no, same.
Why would you put a raisin on a biscuit? I'll just have the raisins, a bowl of moist raisins, not fucking cooked raisins that are shit.
Wait, does that go for like Gino and stuff like that?
What's Gino?
I think it's called Gino. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like kiwi and strawberry and banana, I want to say, or melon, and then you put white chocolate on top of it. It's fucking fantastic, and they put it in the oven.
Oh my god, what? I've never heard of that in my life.
No.
Is that an English thing?
No.
Swedish?
No.
American?
What am I Googling?
Gino. Gino. Just that. If I've made up this name completely, that's fucking hilarious.
I hope you have.
Gino is a hot fruit bake that is often made for dinner parties in Sweden.
Oh! Okay.
Well, who knows where it originated, but we usually make it as an easy dessert. And it's really
just
fucking
hot
good.
Fruit with white chocolate in the oven.
Yeah.
When you get out, it's just sloppy fruit with melted chocolate on.
Yeah, but it's not sloppy necessarily.
Right.
It's really fucking good.
I would be willing to taste it.
Yeah, and you will. I'll make it for you.
For Friendsmas.
Yeah, for Friendsmas.
Oh, sick.
Anyways, that's not even a wintry thing. It just came to mind. Yeah,
No,
no,
but we
that's
were
just
talking
like
about
whenever.
gingerbread. Right.
Yeah.
Queer me
Anyways.
out. All Christmas elves are gay.
I feel like Christmas elves are asexual.
Listen,
Okay.
they're all wearing matching clothing. They love glitter. Excellent gift givers. They all live with their daddy. Live to serve. It's a commune. Short kings.
Oh my god. Oh my. You going? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Sorry, don't shoot the messenger.
Wow. I still kind of think like it's just an asexual group of. But you know,
They could be gay and asexual.
do you know what? They can be. First of all, you're right about that. Second of all, yeah, I think you're right.
Thank you.
I think you're right. And I think I maybe view them in the same way that I viewed my PE teachers, where I was like, I don't see you outside of this context. You are not sexual outside of this context. But then I'm like, maybe the elves do be sexual outside of my sphere,
Yeah.
you know?
And they're having orgies.
Yeah, I think you're right. But in visualizing it, I'm just not for me. But yeah, I do see that.
Any more Christmas queer me outs in the room?
I think that all holidays are somewhat attractive because it's the only time that people feel pressured enough to actually take the stick out of their fucking ass, or whatever it's called when somebody is inactive and not doing
Oh yeah.
anything.
I think I might be taking the thumb out of their arse.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Stick out of the ass when somebody's
If
tense.
you're
But what I mean is, it's the only time when people will actually commit to organized fun.
yeah.
Because organized fun is the best. It's the best. Instead of just being like, yeah, let's just do something low key and like hang out at the pub. I'm like, yes, that can be fun. But imagine
If
we
said-
have made a quiz that is personalized to the company we're in.
Yeah.
Imagine I have printed out everybody's names and maybe some words that describe them in a funny way
Yeah.
as our table decorations or markings with
Yeah.
how you find your space. Imagine we have committed to cooking actual lovely food together. We have planned it all. We have games. Imagine, like, finally people come together on this. It's the only time when people realize what we already know, which is that it does sometimes take a little bit of admin to have the best time.
It does sometimes take a little bit of admin to have the best time. Get that
Yeah.
on a t-shirt.
Honestly, I'm so sick and tired of people being like organized fun, hard type A bullshit. And I'm like, you benefit off of us.
Yes.
Thieves! Honestly.
Yeah.
But with holidays, it's the one time where people pull through because they're
They
like,
have to.
I've been raised this way. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and thank God.
That
Because
somebody
I don't
raised
trust
you.
you with any old Saturday.
No. Any old Saturday, what are you going to be doing? Catching up with your Netflix series?
Yeah.
Oh, grow up!
Oh, you're gonna socialize. You're gonna go to the pub that you always go to,
And you're probably not. You're gonna
because
bail.
you didn't. You want to go out to a club? Well, sorry, you haven't got any ticks because you didn't think ahead.
Think
you
ahead.
didn't buy.
Organise.
You're gonna buy it on the door. Well, you're gonna have to stand in queue. Maybe you're not even gonna get in.
You're
You
gonna
know.
pay double the amount we
Oh,
did.
you want to go out for dinner tonight? Well, sorry, it's a Friday. There aren't any places because you didn't make a reservation.
You didn't think about
because
it.
you didn't think about future you.
Because you
just
wanted
think
to have
about
this
you today.
flexible moment.
Oh, you're spontaneous and fun, are you? So am I. But I also know that to live my best life.
You need your best foundation.
Yes. God, I feel so passionate about this.
And me too.
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed that.
Yeah.
Christmas really winds you up.
But not in the way it does other people. So where they're like, oh God, I'm sober and I'm around alcohol, which I also am. Or
Yeah.
like, oh God, I'm queer and like super liberal and maybe family always isn't.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that's
mean?
my
I'm like
experience.
planning.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I'm
No, I'm
type A
kidding.
and I don't want to be shamed about it.
Exactly.
What is the if you could because you have your Christmas that you love. I was gonna say if you could design your perfect Christmas day, is it just how you would have?
It would be how I would have it, but I also think I would add like a lot of snow. I would also add like everybody that I love, probably.
Yes.
Just like for everybody to take part in how I celebrate Christmas. Because I think one alienating thing about like being Swedish and having so many of my friends here and now, like I can describe it to people, but they'll never really understand. So like a lot of the people that I love in this country, I would love to just be like, take through, like, because I value so much people's like home lives and histories. And like, of course you are not your history. And if you don't identify with your history, like you are, well, all that matters is who you are now and who you have become. But if it's something that you feel is a part of you, I want to see that and I want to take part of that. And like, I love seeing where people come from. Like I'm upset. Like I loved going to like my friends, going to the straight friends, like where she grew up. I was like, tell me everything. Like I want to know, like if you had an ice cream on that street corner once and you like dropped it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I want to visualize every single part of that for you.
That's very awesome.
So then I also want to share that with other people from my life. There's nothing more heartbreaking when you want to share something like that and people don't care.
But we're all built different, I suppose.
No, I know,
But
which is fine. But I think I like it when people, we're all built different, but if you care about me and you know that I care for this, then like make an effort, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, no, that's cute.
Yeah. What's your perfect Christmas?
What's my perfect Christmas? Honestly, it would be Diwali on Christmas with presents. Because we were just speaking in the studio, because at my Diwali we don't do gifts, but at Christmas we do. But Komal's Diwali, they do they do presents, but not at Christmas because they don't celebrate Christmas. Anyway, so I just think that would be better because you're like, it's all about the food. It's all about like everyone coming together, like being grateful, like talking about like overcoming struggles and like how you've gotten through the year, like feeling like a fresh
That is
face.
so lovely and beautiful to be like talking about what you've overcome in the year.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like truly.
And here are we like to capitalism.
Literally.
We like to capitalism.
But then also if you got presents on that day as well, I mean, that would be over the moon. And then also think fireworks, sparklers. I mean, it's got every good thing of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, that sounds so lovely.
Thank you.
Obviously, I was at Diwali this year.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and it was fantastic.
Thank you.
And let me tell you, I want that to be Christmas too.
Yay! Okay, to finish off our little Christmas episode, because these little elves have got to get back to the orgy. Fast forward a year. Mm-hmm. It's Christmas 2025. I forgot numbers then for a second.
Yeah.
What will the pod have achieved this time next year?
Oh my fucking God.
And this is going to be our Christmas wish.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my partner Billie Eilish has been on like a couple of times. So it's safe to say it's gotten pretty big.
Yeah. Pretty big.
Pretty big. We've got brand deals with so many amazing local brands that have, you know, no ghosts in the closet.
Yeah.
They have skeletons in their head.
Oh my God. Some good brand deals. We've got Patreon rolling in.
Yeah, rolling in. We are minted.
Yeah. And every episode we do a giveaway of £1,000.
Yeah.
To the first person who listens to it at 5 a.m.
Yeah, perfect. And that's 5 people that always listen at 5 a.m.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who is it on that second?
I do wonder, but
if
it has to be America.
Then you better have a merry fucking Christmas.
You better have a merry motherfucking Christmas, babe.
Oh.
But that's what I mean when it has to be America. Yeah, I told you that once before in an episode and you were like, so why do the Americans wake up at 5 a.m? I was like, no, babe, it's not 5 a.m.
The time difference. I got it eventually. I like my toxic trait is assuming like the most egotistical way it could be true.
Yeah.
Like, of course it's them waking up at 5, but no.
Yeah.
I have to go to the second guess, which is no, they just have different times.
They do, yeah, weirdly.
Did you know that Bucharest is 2 hours different? Because it's so Eastern Europe. It's next to Ukraine.
Sense. Yeah. It's like when I was in Bulgaria, it was the same.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was this year.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, this year's been crazy.
No, no. you know?
Yeah, literally. Sorry, another whole season of our podcast.
I know, it's so crazy. We've literally had famous people on. We've had a studio, we've had a producer, we've had so much things happening that are good for us. That's all the Christmas gifts we need.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for this year and this pod and you.
Me
and you,
too.
Paul. And all of you listening and watching.
Yeah.
And if you're not watching, then you fucking should, because we're dressed up like Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for such a great year.
Thank you for such a great year. Thank you for doing this thing with me.
We're literally doing something massive.
We are literally, yeah.
This podcast didn't exist, as in a podcast like this didn't exist until we did this.
Yeah.
And our like thousands of listeners know that.
Yeah.
And value that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a
And a
happy New Year. I love you.
I love you too. Where's the mistletoe?
Is it finally in?
See you, Susan Bay!
Get it off your chest, get 'em off your back. Get your compulsions back on track. Stick it to the strike toe and take a hike. Join your obsessive compulsive dykes.
Good King Wenceslas looked out from the vista of Eden. When the snow lay
That made me think of in Love Actually when he starts going, right, what he's just saying, and he's going, oh fuck.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Stjärnorna brinner i natten nu. Himlarna sänker sig ner över jorden. Och när stjärnans blås tänder sitt ljus hos oss, brinner en låga klar i hela Norden.
Right, no, we're obviously not carrying on.
Here we go. Kind of close. This is how it goes. Ta fan.
You have to go home. The night's over, love.
Wow.
Woo!